and welcome to my channel. Today we're doing another speed build. It's been a little bit since I've done one, and I guess it hasn't really been that long, but I mean it feels like a little while to me because I've been trying to get through a lot of my Let's Plays, and of course the Life of Grace, that Let's Play, the Get to Work Let's Play, and of course, what'd you do, Sugar? She spooked herself. Oh, you spooked yourself, huh, pupper? If I had a face cam, I would show you my cute pupper, but unfortunately, I don't have it set up right now. I was actually thinking of having a face cam set up for the release of Sims 4 Seasons, and do that kind of like as the first video I use that in, just so this way you can kind of see like my genuine reactions and everything. And then maybe I can, work on myself. I doubt I will, but wishful thinking. Anyway, but this is, if you haven't realized by the title, this is the A&B Lounge, bar and lounge. So that's what I believe, is called on the gallery. I'm not quite sure. It's called A&B's Bar and Lounge, I think, or Lounge and Bar, something. I don't know. It's some combination of words. But if you do find me on the gallery, it'll be easy to find this one. I think it's the first bar. No, it's not actually. It's not the first bar I've done. It's the first lounge I've done because I classified it as a lounge. And then because what it is, there's actually a secret lounge downstairs, and then there's kind of like a regular, like rustic bar on the first floor, and then there is kind of a more gaming bar slash area to hang out kind of thing. Like, if we had slot machines, it would be more of like a casino floor, to be honest. That's kind of like how I would have envisioned it being. But we don't have that in The Sims 4. And I'm not sure we ever would. I mean, I was really surprised that we got it for The Sims 3. I never downloaded it, though. I still haven't. I kind of have some extra Sim points left over, though, so I was thinking about purchasing it anyway. But, I mean, I don't know. I didn't. It's not that I didn't see the appeal of it, because I did. I don't know. I guess I never really had enough sim points, and I didn't want to buy more sim points to be able to get them both. So I've been kind of like hoping that I can get enough sim points to get both. Because I have like 1600 or something, and in order to get both, it's like 1800. Again, not that any of this really matters, but because I haven't even played The Sims 3 now, and I mean, I guess it really hasn't been that long. I think it's been about 5 months, something like that. Ever since I rebuilt my computer, I haven't played The Sims 3. I've been playing The Sims 4. And I don't know, maybe The Sims 3 will finally work better. But there's still plenty of parts for me to upgrade in my computer that it might still be a little. I mean, it's still a long ways off to getting like 60 frames per second on The Sims 4 and streaming at 60 frames per second and that kind of thing. And it's mostly just because the next thing I need is a brand new processor. My processor isn't fast enough yet or anymore for my. It's not fast enough for everything else that's going on. I swear I can complete I swear I can complete a sentence and a thought. Although I'm doing awful at it. I blame the lack of oxygen to my brain. In case you haven't been following me on Twitter and you haven't heard about it, I've been having a lot of nosebleeds recently. So I just recently went to an ENT doctor, an ear, nose, and throat doctor. There's a special fancy name for him, and I can't remember. Nor is it really, honestly, that important to me, because ENT is a lot faster and easier to say than the ophthalmologist. Anyway, so I ended up going and seeing one, and they cauterized a vein in my nose because they found where I was having my nosebleeds come out of. Apparently, there was like this really obvious like vein on the inside of my nose, and it hangs out right there on your septum, which is that piece right in the center of your nose. So he went and took what's called silver nitrate and did what's called a chemical cauterization, where nothing actually gets hot. I mean, technically it does get hot, but they don't use like heating elements anymore to cauterize, at least not for small stuff like that anyway. I still remember when my mom had a skin cancer scare a few years ago. Actually, it was well, probably like 10 years ago now. Um, and they had to go through and scrape moles off her back to make sure that she didn't have cancer. I mean, she's good. She didn't have cancer. Everything came out benign. But we were really worried there for a second because her twin brother had skin cancer on his face, which was honestly kind of devastating. But at least for him, they were able to remove it, and he's had no further problems since then. But yeah, she had a skin cancer scare, and so when they would go in and they would take it out. Well, in order to keep you from continuing to bleed, they would have to cauterize you with a heating element. Because I swear I'm going full circle and I'm coming back to my original story. But if you don't know me yet, by the way, I love tangents and I will go off on them constantly. So if I ever get back to my original topic of conversation, just be surprised. Anyway, but they don't really use heating elements anymore, and so which is kind of honestly a blessing. But even when he went in and did it with the silver nitrate, I could still smell my own flesh burning on the inside of my nose, which is, let's be honest, that was extremely weird. That was strange and weird, and I really can't describe it. I had, oh, what's his name? Somebody on Twitter was talking to me about nosebleeds, and he was telling me about how he thinks that's awful because he can't even handle the smell of blood and having to have that come through your nose. And I'm like, well, to be honest, at least for me, I couldn't ever really smell it because, well, first off, it's coating the entire nose, the entire nostril. Um, but so you can't really smell it, but if it goes down the back of your throat, you can definitely taste it, which is no fun. Anyway, getting back to the point, I promise. So he did a chemical cauterization on the inside of my nose with silver nitrate. Well, this is only a few days later. Well, it's more than a few days later. But I can't. I'm not allowed to blow my nose for like 2-3 weeks. Um. So I have this scab on the inside of my nose. I'm not allowed to pick at it. I'm not allowed to blow it out of my nose. I'm not allowed to itch it. Plus, to be honest, I don't really want to anyway, because putting pressure on it hurts. So I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I'm cool. I'm good. I don't need to be doing any of that. So anyway, that is part of the reason why, if you've noticed, I've been sniffling. I'm not sick. I don't have allergies. I have a scab on the inside of my nose, which now makes me feel like I have allergies. I can only breathe out of one side of my nose for the last few days. It's actually honestly made me a little winded because I'm not getting as much air in. So sometimes I have to stop and actually like breathe out of my mouth because I'm like, I need air. That sounds so weird. Not that you really want to know any of this, but I'm just having fun just talking about random crap. I mean, I guess if you want to talk about the build, we could always talk about these beautiful bathrooms with one piece of decoration in them. I was trying not to like really clutter it up, at least for the bathrooms, and I was trying to keep the floor from being covered here. I do end up moving a couple of things around. I didn't when I first drew it out, I made a certain arrangement and placement for things, and I was like, wait a second, I want to add this, and I want to add that. And so I had to go back through and move a whole bunch of stuff around. So the original floor plan here for the downstairs pretty much doesn't look anything like it did originally. You can see here where it, like if I showed you the picture, you could see, oh, okay, I can totally see how you put this here and put this here. And then a lot of the stuff I was like, you know what, this doesn't fit in here the way I want it to, so we're gonna go ahead and just uproot everything and put everything in here where I want it to go. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, I mean, we're not nearly done with the build yet, and then of course we still have the tour to go. But I decided to stick that DJ booth in the corner. Because I thought if it's a lounge, it's probably going to have more like a DJ booth there. So I was like, okay, that's what I'll go with. And then there's a little dance floor there, so this way your Sims can dance on the floor. Of course, put some bottles downstairs, because of course they have their bar. I think the top floor is the only one that doesn't have a bar in it. But like I said, they all have bathrooms on every floor. Actually, I don't think I said that in this one. By the way, there is 2 full bathrooms downstairs, and then upstairs and on the ground floor, there is in fact a multi-bathroom. There, now I've said it. Because I actually had already started recording this, and then I changed my mind and decided, no, I don't like that, and I decided to redo the voiceover. What, Sugar? Sugar is just staring at me. I was thinking about doing a face cam video and have the reveal of seasons and the first like playthrough with seasons, have that be as like the first video for face cams and that kind of stuff. So I don't know, I hadn't really thought about it. Personally, I have a lot of self-conscious issues, so I mean, I'm still working on it. I'm working on myself, but not sure if I'd quite feel comfortable doing that yet. But I do hope to get there someday. But yes, Sugar, I see you. I don't know if you can hear her whining or her clawing at her harness. She's just staring at me. But anyway, and if you want to know what she looks like, I do have a couple pictures of her up on Twitter. So yes, shameless a plug here. Follow me on Twitter. Twitter is actually where you get the biggest updates and news now. It used to be Facebook, but to be honest, it's such a nightmare. I realized like how easy it was once I started using Twitter, like, cause I used to use Facebook for like all the updates and pictures and all that kind of stuff. And then I realized, wait a second, I have to click here, click here, click here, click here, click here, click here. Oh, now I can post. Twitter, I open it, post, and I'm done. That's it. That's all there is to it. I think that's part of the reason why... Really? I'm in the middle of a voiceover. Can you wait? I guess you can wait. Are you done? She's got this really cute face, though. She got this cute face. She doesn't have the... Well, her nose is still cute, but she felt the need to get into it with the neighbor's dogs, and I wouldn't say actually get into it. More like they're playing, she sticks her nose through, and I think they kind of scraped her nose up a bit. So now she's got this weird coloring on her nose. She still has a scab on her nose. Why are you looking at me like that? I really wish y'all could see this right now. But I'm definitely not plugging in the webcam that I have because, well, excuse you? Are you done? I will shoo you out here in like 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Voice over. No. Here, I love you. How about that? She has agreed to be quiet if I pet her. Does that count for something? Like I said, I kind of wanted the upstairs to be kind of like more like a game, bar, lounge, sports bar kind of thing. Could you not? You're getting tangled now. Great. Assuming I don't get ripped out of the chair by this dog, because she wants out so bad. She pretty much got her head wrapped around my headset cord, which I actually have most of it like picked up and put away, but she liked to wedge her head in there. Anyway, so here we are. We're going to be going into the tour. Oh my god, 2 minutes. I think it's about 2 minutes. I think it's actually about 2.5. It helps if I can figure out how to do a tour. So anyway, I do have my sim here. I mean, it's not like anything really truly needed to be play tested because most of it should work out just fine anyway. But anyway, so here we are. We're moving. Ooh, moved a little too fast. at least especially for my taste, because it's kind of hard to see everything. The 2 dining chairs down there. There's 2 rooms here for karaoke. Are you done? For reals right now. 1 minute. 1.5. Wait. Oh my god, it's not the end of the world. The multi-bathroom on the bottom floor. And I promise we will be getting back to the basement if I could figure out how to work the camera mode. Here's an outside patio that was designed. It's got a cute little fireplace there to keep the patio warm. And she's over here throwing a temper tantrum. Here is the upstairs multi-bathroom. And then, let's see, where are we? Cause I don't know. Oh, yeah, here. So you can kind of see there's kind of like a seating area. It would have been a really great idea to put a TV on that wall instead. But I was like, you know what? Never mind. Like I said, like I know how to operate a camera this time. Like the first try went pretty well, but then I had like a couple of issues. So I was like, great, I have to start this over. So here is the secret entrance to the lounge downstairs. And of course, there's like a door here. I chose like a secretive door that kind of made it look like you had to like enter the password in order to like get in. There's a bar, DJ booth, a couple of games, a couple of bubble blowers, and then you'll be able to see both bathrooms here before we make our final exit. I do show you the floor plans, the full floor plans and everything. So anyway, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback all down below. If you like this video, go ahead and say that down below. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and say that down below. It doesn't really matter to me. I like to make content for everyone. So anyway, all my social media is in that description box, including the link to my Twitter, so this way you can find it pretty easily. And don't forget to subscribe if you did like this video, so this way you can catch more videos just like this one. And thanks for watching, guys. You have a wonderful day. Bye.